did Witches Night Out?
An eon ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was crazy. I don't know why I'm waiting for Alex to jump in. She escaped town, so she was free
took a little
of
vacation.
the bedlam.
This is an event I did not attend. First time in my life.
No, it was great. It was wild. We had at least double the amount of witches that we did the year before, which is exciting and terrifying simultaneously. More excellent costumes this year. Bigger, better, crazier. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome to see so many people dressed up downtown as witches and just like invading the bars and causing chaos. It was
downtown
great.
Merchants loved it.
The downtown merchants loved it. The museum loved it. We had like 8 or 9 vendors who set up in the museum to sell their wares, and we had it all decorated and ready to go. And I think I'm still recovering, actually.
Well, we all recover from October in general. So.
Yeah.
This week is Tree Week.
Tree Week, yes. This is kind of derailing from the scary stuff.
It's good.
It just so happens this is the Bluegrasses Tree Week, and the Parks Department maintains urban forestry for the city of Frankfort. So our tree board and our urban forestry department sponsored a week. Fun stuff happening. There's a tour at the state capitol today at 1. You can see it all on our Facebook and website. Invasive species discussion at Paul Sawyer Library, and a planting tree workshop Saturday at Ward Road. So you can go plant trees Saturday morning and then come on to Hunting on the Hill. Please plant a tree. Also, I'll probably come back and talk about this. We have spent a few years planting a large tree canopy in downtown Frankfort, and we just got our tree walk going with tourism. So there will be QR codes all over downtown so you can learn about all the trees. There'll be a rack card at tourism so you can go on the walk. I'll come back and promote that. It's going to be really cool. We have a really developed community when it comes to urban forestry, so we're excited.
Looks like tomorrow they're doing an invasive species talk.
Yep.
Gotta love those.
Jody Thompson from Kentucky State is awesome, so y'all.
Love that kudzu.
Yeah. Woo, woo.
Honeysuckle too.
The worst.
The worst, actually.
Devil's fruit.
And people that don't know that, because it smells great and it's like got a childhood like reminiscent to it, and I'm like, cut it.
I've been cutting one down for no joke like 6 days.
This is the time to do it.
Yeah.
You cut it and spray it now.
Okay.
Do it while it's getting cold.
And you have to spray it. I learned this. When we moved here, we inherited a lot of bush honeysuckle.
Yeah.
And I spent forever cutting that sucker down.
They don't stop.
They don't stop. And then they keep coming back. And then
it will kill a tree quickly.
I hate them. All right. So
celebrate. Plant a tree.
That fun.
May I ask a question? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is it really, like, I don't think about this time of year as the ideal tree planting time. So this is when you want to plant trees.
Yes, especially if you're in an urban area. Yes.
Why?
Do you want to think about their roots and their nutrition system. Do you want to put your feet in like hot concrete? No, you want to be like a cooler, more relaxed environment. So, yeah. And there's more moisture, so.
Do you have to worry about frosting though if you plant a tree?
Spring, fall. Don't go into winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though it's frosting now?
It's not enough to do anything though.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be.
Sorry, I was curious.
David's
Cooler's
punching
better.
buttons today, and he's all up in my ear. He's Mr. Tree Man. He's growing all kinds of trees down there on his farm. And,
Yay!
He's like, yeah.
Yes, that makes me happy.
Cold weather lets the roots develop, and he's filling me in on my thing.
Yes, cool weather. You don't want to be in hot ground. That's not good for them.
That's so interesting. I would never have thought about that.
Let's talk about Hunting on the Hill.
Oh.
That's what we're here for.
Woo, 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 woo.
Hunting on the Hill. Look for these shirts Saturday.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Nice graphic, by the way. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Thanks for having that.
I'm quite picky on my shirts. I don't, and I don't puff them up if I don't feel it. But this is a high quality shirt.
Thank you. We are really grateful for having these awesome shirts that help identify who all is working up on the hill. So if you see someone wearing these beautiful lilac shirts,
yes.
You have questions or concerns, you find one of us in these shirts, and that's what it's going to keep us safer on the hill, because it's going to be dark.
Joe Schmo can't get his hands on one of these shirts.
Not yet.
Not yet.
At the event and after the event, I believe we will have some for sale.
Yes.
To help support the event for next year.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, throwing a party like this one takes a little bit of money.
Especially, it's free to the public. You do have to have tickets, but it's free. So, and that's what we like. That's what Parks wants to promote. But
and this year
it's a big party.
Bigger and better. So we I'm just going to jump into it. Is that cool, Scott?
You ready to talk
Do
a
it.
lot about
All right.
it?
Do it.
I
Yeah,
can't hear David, so
you're,
if he's
you're
yelling
hosting
at
the show,
you.
basically.
Yeah, okay.
So,
It's
I'm just
Saturday.
here.
Welcome.
I'm just here. Yeah.
Haunting on the Hill is Saturday from 3 to 9 p.m. at Fort Hill at Leslie Morris Park. Last year, it was chaos in a really positive way. Last year was year 2. Year 1, we had about 1,200 people, which was more than we expected. But last year, we had dang near 5,000 people. And if you're listening right now, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I waited 18 hours for a bus and it was terrible. And eventually I just had to walk up. We heard you. We don't want you to do that. That's not fun. It's not fun for us. So what we did was this year, Alex and I worked really hard with a group of amazing planning committee members to formalize a really solid transit plan to get people in and out of the park safely and at a higher capacity than last year. Oh, thank you guys. That's perfect. So to ride a hayride this year, you have to reserve your ticket online at capitalcitymuseum.org. It is free, and it gives you like a 10-minute incremental time slot for your bus departure time. So if your bus says like 3:10 departure, please show up at 3 and prepare to get in line to board your bus. You will have your email confirmation checked by staff at Mayo Underwood Building on Mira Street, and they will stamp your hand and help get you on the bus. Look out for like a blue flag. That will be a symbol that you're in the right spot. And once you're on the bus, you'll transport over to the Salvation Army parking lot, where you will hook up with dear Alex here. Do you want to talk about hayrides a little bit more?
Yes. So we have more hayrides this year. So I'm going to please everyone. We love this neighborhood that we bombard at the Salvation Army, but we do not want to park in their yards or block their streets as we did last year. Please don't park anywhere weird. Please park downtown or at the parking garage and get on a bus. If you want to walk, take Military Trail, because if you get to me, I'm not going to let you walk up the hill. You got to walk up Military Trail because we make our bus drivers and our tractor drivers real nervous. We make emergency management real nervous. People want to walk up the hill by the tractors. We're not going to let that happen. So if you get to me and get on a tractor ride, you have to have a stamp, or I'm not going to let you go up. So it's safe.
But Military Trail is free. You don't have to have reservations.
Nope.
It will be partially lit to the best of our ability. So if you plan on taking Military Trail up, make sure you bring a flashlight if you've got one, or like a personal lantern if you've got one.
As you speak, we've got crews lighting the hill right now. But, you know, after a certain time, it's going to be real dark. So please bring a flashlight. Please be safe, and please park accordingly.
Yes.
We have plenty of tractor rides and buses to bring you up. So please do that correctly, because it's going to be fun. We just want everybody to be safe, and the more people there. Last year, I'm not exaggerating, we were in that neighborhood putting people back on buses at 12 o'clock at night, and we don't want to do that this year because we want everybody to love it and have a fun time. So help us out with that.
But it is going to be really fun. So we've got a lot of great vendors back this year who will be setting up to give out free candy for kids on the trick-or-treat trail. We also have the Spooky Trail back for year 2, and that's going to be amazing. It's going to go through the Fort Boone, which is the original Civil War fort on the site. The good news is, if you're one of the folks who has an early time slot, we're actually not really booting up the Spooky Trail, as it were, like turning everything on until around 5 p.m. So if you've got a young kid and you want to walk the trail before there's like scary, truly scary stuff on it, you'll have an opportunity to do that between 3 and 5. Then we also are going to have an amazing partner program with Paul Sawyer Public Library this year. They're going to be set up monitoring the corn pit. Back again.
Corn pit.
People love the corn pit.
It's not in the front. We had some questions last year. It's not right when you get off the hayride. Go all the way around all the trails. Get through the trick-or-treat trail. Get through the food trucks. You'll find a huge corn pit.
My kid loves the corn pit.
Kids losing their minds. Thank
Kids
you, Paul
go crazy
Sawyer
for the
Library.
corn pit.
And Chenault and Hogue.
And Chenault and Hogue is
Pumpkin
sponsoring
painting.
pumpkin painting once again. So we'll have some pumpkin painting for folks up on the hill too.
And Yes Arts. Yes Arts is doing face painting and some sensory bins. We have lots of kids' activities. But also beer trucks.
Beer trucks, food
Mom and Dad
trucks.
can get a beer while kids play.
Exactly. That's the goal. And then come around 7 p.m., we're going to turn on a film in the area of the corn pit / pumpkin painting. So there will be just tons and tons of stuff for kids to do.
This is the best Halloween party around. Everybody has to come. It's a blast.
It's so true.
I think we may have made an appearance this year, but we're going out of town. So
Scott.
Sorry. So that's poor planning
I'm
on
disappointed.
my part.
I
Yeah.
really am.
Well, you need to block it off for next year, assuming we all survive this year. It will be the third Saturday in October, 2025.
I think if people saw this shirt and they knew it was available, I don't think you have enough of it. I'm telling you. The T-shirt's a banger.
Can I tell you about this gentleman in the middle of the shirt? 'Cause
Yeah,
I haven't talked enough.
He's
I'm
very
so sorry.
he's very Scooby-Doo.
We like for you to talk, Ellie.
It's endless. So this is Frankie the Ghost. He was named last year, and I brought a little prop for you guys. This is Frankie.
Frankie's all over
Can I
town.
show? Yeah, here he is. Boop, 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 boop. This is Frankie. He was named by Zach and Leslie Smith. I'm sure Leslie is commenting on Facebook right now. I can feel it in my soul. But Frankie is our little mascot for Haunting on the Hill. And this little guy, he's really fun. We do sell him at the museum, just a little plug. But he is our wonderful ghost buddy who hangs out for all things Haunting on the Hill. And this week, he is traveling around Frankfort. So as I'm talking right now, he is in transport to his next scavenger hunt location for today.
Oh.
Not this guy, another Frankie,
His brother.
his sibling. That's a little confusing. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to break the
so
magic.
he's interdimensional as well.
He is also interdimensional.
Gotcha.
He is my favorite pet.
He is our
cryptid.
mascot for Haunting on the Hill,
I,
which for safety, they want us to find brightly colored Halloween shirts. So first year was orange, last year was lime green. We tried to do purple this year. If you all have suggestions for fun, bright Halloween colors for next year, we try to change it up. Holler at me. We'll change it up.
this is the winner.
We had a
Scott,
little bit
I
of
think we
negative
have to get you
feedback
one
from
of
some
these
of our
shirts.
guys, but I like it.
I'm just telling you. You know, people do orange, but you can't, especially depending on how intense the orange is. You can't wear that all the time.
No.
Lilac.
Lilac is seasonal.
And
like
orange
year-round
is so
seasonal.
Halloween obvious. I wanted something not so Halloween obvious. You know what I mean?
Look at you all.
Yeah.
Alex is a gem.
Hey, and just make sure you go to the Capital City Museum
Please.
to get your tickets. You can also go to our parks website, and links are all over Facebook, but it'll take you to Capital City Museum.
To clarify, when Alex said go to Capital City Museum to get your ticket, you
Yeah.
can come to us, but we will help you book a ticket online.
Yes.
So go
Yes.
to the
Sorry,
website.
I
You might as well do that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you want them to come. I want
We
them to
do
come
want
in
them to
person.
come. No,
Yeah,
please.
come buy
We
a
have a
ticket and then go around the
huge-
museum.
We have a huge Halloween gift shop right now. We just released our new book based on our award-winning podcast, and we're selling that, which is really exciting.
Are you tired of us plugging stuff?
No.
Everyone
plug away.
loved the Parks
Plug away.
Department and the Capital City Museum, please.
Yeah, we need the love, but we have a lot of really other fun stuff going on too. But I don't want to.
Yeah, Russ Hatter's Murder and Mayhem tour.
Yes, notably, it is Russ Hatter's Murder and Mayhem tour,
He
but it
will
is
not
not
be
given by
given the
Russ
tour.
Hatter. If you're not tired of hearing me talk, guess what? You can come tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and also next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and the 30th, which is Wednesday, to hear me talk some more about murder, disasters, craziness, mass killings, like all this insane stuff that's happened. Truly, really, historically occurred in Frankfurt. It is a raucous good time. I dress up like a little police officer from the 1900s. And
It's cool.
People love it.
It's
People
something. No,
love
I'm
it.
kidding. I love giving the tour. The outfit I have made peace with.
Yeah.
But when I put it on, it's like, we're in this moment. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
The worst is when people think I'm actually a police officer, because I am not.
When they designed police officer outfits in the 1900s, they probably didn't have ladies in mind. Yeah.
They did not.
They did not.
They did not. I can objectively say that.
Tell me about Beasts of the Bluegrass.
So Beast of the Bluegrass is back for a second year. This tour was written and is given by Hannah Hutcherson, and it talks about cryptids,
Here
so
we
our
go.
favorite buddies, throughout central Kentucky. But the tour happens through Fort Hill. So it's not going to be this Friday, unfortunately, because the hill is taken over. But it will resume next Friday, and it will be, I think next Friday is actually our last one, believe it or not. The season's gone so fast. But that Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. And it's a lantern-led tour throughout Fort Hill. And right before that is Founding Spirits, which is another tour that Hannah has designed that is all about folks who may or may not still be haunting the hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a public announcement. Fort Hill will be closed Thursday and Friday this week for obvious reasons. We will be mass decorating.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we love everybody that visits and walks their dogs and enjoys it. We're sorry. We're going to lock the gates for 2 days. And then come Monday, we'll be back to normal. Hopefully.
Ish. It'll be a half day closure.
Yes.
Okay.
It will be back to normal as quickly as possible.
And are we talking baseball and softball on Monday?
Yeah, let's switch from haunting on the hill for just a second. The Parks Department, we're tentatively switching to an association format for baseball, softball. We're excited about it. We think it's going to be a good thing, but we want some community input. So Monday, October 21st, 5:30, Bondurant Middle School's letting us use their cafeteria. If you have interest in helping, if you have questions, if you want to understand what an association is, come see us. That's what we're gonna talk about. We want everybody to come, parents, coaches, anybody that wants information, please come and talk to us.
All right. I think we got through it. I don't think that we missed anything.